G'day guys and welcome, Mr. Dusty here. Welcome to my very messy shed with my very dusty, Mr. Dusty sponsored track car. This needs a bit of TLC, but we'll get there eventually. But today in this lovely environment, we're talking about the Bathurst 12-hour event. A lot happened, a lot of accidents, a lot of weird things, and a lot of funny things as well. So I want to cover all those today. And also, good job to Bentley for winning the event. I was going for Nissan, but unfortunately they came down in 13th, but they were in 4th place for most of the event. And normally in GT racing, there's a lot of accidents. There's a lot of cars on track, you know, it's hard to overtake, and Bathurst especially is not a circuit that's forgiving. But this year, there's actually not many safety cars in the race, which is very surprising. But still, it was a lot of accidents and a lot of action. So let's get into our number one spot. So at number one is just going to be an image, and it's nothing special. This is not mine in particular. But during the race, a very funny thing happened with the scoreboard. Now, with this event as well, you know how you watch F1 and you know all the drivers, and with supercars, if you're Australian, you know all the drivers? Like this event, there was so many international drivers. So I had, like, apart from Wing Cup and Shane Van Gisbergen, I had no idea who was driving. So that was annoying. But two of the international drivers made a fantastic connection on the scoreboard. If we just zoom in a little bit, and I'll circle it, we had Dumb and Arse driving. So Dumb Arse was in 12th and 13th place. This got like spammed on social media, and I thought that was pretty unique. You don't normally see that in racing. And the funny thing is, like, I guarantee the commentators saw it and they just couldn't say anything about it because obviously it's, you know, live TV and, you know, you're going to be PG-13. It's nice to see the connection that some names can make in motorsport. Coming in at number two, this is a video, and look, it could have been higher, but it happens way too much at Bathurst. When I've been at the event, this has happened every single time I've been there, where I've walked the track. So this is a video here. The cars are going very slow. And what do you see? There's kangaroos on track. We have two kangaroos. Now, they are safety cars. These kangaroos are literally helping the grid to get in formation. Oh, he's lost it! He's low. That was bad. That was bad. So one of the kangaroos, he falls over, his tyres aren't working at all. He's pissed off. And this other bloke, Mercedes driver's just chilling. And that's Wing Cup driving there as well. Those kangaroos actually did a fantastic job. They got the cars all packed up like they would in NASCAR, and they then pissed off. And they were back to, you know, green flags. When that kangaroo did fall over there, I thought a car was going to hit it. That was pretty close. This is Australia. You know, it is Australia. Kangaroos are part of Bathurst, and they can change how qualifying and the race happens. Luckily, this was in practice. But that was really funny to see, and that did make big headlines.
Get up, mate, you're right.
Yeah. Coming in at number three, this happened at the first hour of the race. It was quite early in the morning.
Oh, fire in the pit lane. That's the Bart cars.
One of the Mustangs, as we can see, it's in pit lane. It's gone badly. Flames everywhere at the boot. I'm assuming that fuel got spilt. You cannot see a thing in pit lane. That car's been completely covered. But that's a pretty scary thing. It does happen often in motorsport. We've seen before. It happened a lot in the supercars event last year. But it's just such a dangerous, you know, environment in pit lane, filling cars up. But yeah, thank you for that, and good job to all the pit crew who somehow got the car under control very quickly. Coming in at number four, this one happened in practice as well. Now, look, there was a lot of collisions in practice. A lot of cars didn't even start the race, and this one was pretty bad. So this is happening at the top of the mountain. Let's have a look now. See all this smoke happening, you know, the marshals. This is what pisses me off. Can I just stop the video there before we get any more into it? The flag marshals that saw this accident did not wave any flags at all. Now, if you're a flag marshal, I've been one before at the Bathurst event. If you see an accident, you get yellow flags out. If something's happening on track, like there's something in the way, like there's debris, there's a car, you know, like close to the racing line, you get yellow flags out. It's double if it's severe, and this should have been a double yellow flag, but these marshals didn't react for a whole minute. That is, the whole front's ripped off. That's a Mustang from the GT4 class. Whole front's ripped off, there's coolant coming out. That's not even the start of the accident. We've got red flags on track, that's very lucky, but this could have ended way worse. And there is the Mercedes of the Sam Shaheen. But yes, he was in the barrier racing for 888 Racing. He's hit the concrete wall. That is a pretty bad accident. Now, you'll see in a replay what happened, but he did actually go to hospital for this. It was really terrible. He had to get flown back to Adelaide. Here's a replay of the accident. So it's actually an ex-supercar driver in the Hurricane. He taps it. Ready? Watch this. There you go. That happens. It ruins the balance of the car. He actually goes into that wall first and then straight into the other wall. So the car's ricocheted, basically. This is what pisses me off about this, alright? So if you're going on to social media, as we love and know, the 888 boss had a comment to write, and I'm going to quote this straight off, because this pissed me off quite a lot. And actually, I do believe in karma, and this is what happened. So Triple Eight boss Roland Dane has slammed Cameron Conville, saying he's an idiot who should have retired years ago after nudging Sam Shaheen. Team bosses, that's getting way too personal, okay? Like, it was a racing accident. He's not an idiot. And then he's mocking him for being a driver still. That's just, you don't say that. Like, that's just so disrespectful. And obviously he's probably frustrated, Roland Dane, but get over yourself, mate. Like, you know, you're a big sook. And this is why I believe in karma, because during the race, Roland Dane's driver, Jamie Whincup, taps an Audi R8 driver and spins him out.
What happened? There was a bit of contact, and that was the man filter AMG.
Whincup.
Look at it. You're the biggest hypocrite, Roland Dane, okay, because you're Jamie Whincup. Mate, he could have had a massive accident and made the Audi driver get hurt too. Karma did get its way in this race because, you know what, racing accidents happen, Roland Dane, get ahead of yourself. And Whincup, that was a stupid move as well. Like, racing accident, but come on. They all should have known better in that situation. So, coming in at number 5, I should say number 1, this is my biggest highlight. This happened in practice. Like I said, a lot of cars had accidents. But this is the scariest thing I've seen. This is the biggest crash I've seen at Bathurst in a long time. A very scary one. The driver is okay, thankfully. But let's just go to the video now and just watch it straight off the bat.
Buddy, he's absolutely committed. He hits the wall, first of all, the right.
Look at this. Bang! That is about 200 kilometers an hour straight into the wall. And it looks like not a big deal from there. But look at this view here. The car taps the wall, it just skis, it skateboards over. It's 360 degree, it flips. And the car is just destroyed.
Buddy, he's absolutely committed. He hits the wall, first of all, the right-hand side, and that breaks.
He's very lucky, but I'm not going to end it there. I want to show you guys a spectator's footage of that moment. I'm not going to say anything for this one. Just watch it in real time, and you can just imagine how scary it is.
Holy shit.
You see, in 2 seconds, it's over. It's such a scary accident. It happened so fast, but I'm sure for the driver, it felt like 1,000 years. That was my number 1 highlight. That was just a terrible accident. But hopefully you guys have learned a lot about the Bathurst 12 hour. If you saw the race and you saw those highlights, then you definitely know how scary it was. But yeah, fantastic event. I'll see you guys very soon. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a like. I'll see you all soon. Take care. Adios.